What's up, Quadcopter fans? HungerDrone.com. Tonight I'm going to be flying my MJX 600 no onboard cam. Just want to check out the lights on this thing. It's stealth black. So the lights are a little bit hard to see during the daylight because it uses a darker blue and a red. So I want to take it up for a flight tonight. First night flight. So we got liftoff. And I can already see my orientation with the lights on here. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the left spring so I can spring load my throttle. So that way we don't have any throttle dropout. We're looking below, you can see 4 motors are blue. Two are orangish red. And so when we turn this, we should have 2 blue lights in the front for eyeballs. So this isn't quite as easy as I thought it was going to be with the orientation at night. I thought it would be a little bit easier. I'm going to go ahead and unload this spring on the controller here. So the orientation seems to be a little bit tougher than I thought. We can try doing a flip here. It seems a little bit squirrely at the moment, so there's one of our flips. And we should be in the medium speed mode. We can go in the higher speed mode if needed. Right now I just want to kind of get my bearings with it at night. It's easier to fly when you're looking directly underneath it because then you can see your full layout with your lights. But since those lights are on the bottom, when it's vertical to you and you can't see the lights, and it makes it a little bit difficult to tell your orientation. So since this thing is fairly small and the lights aren't extremely bright like some of the other quadcopters at night, try to keep it in close so that way we can get a good look at it, and try to look up at it the entire time too as well. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the flip button. You can see it did a flip there. A red's in the back, blues in the front. There's 6 motors on the Hexacopter. This thing flies very smooth, very stable. I've been flying it with a run cam on it, which is cool that this little sucker can lift that payload because it is in that mini class, and it's fairly cheap too. It's only about $30 or so. So when you do purchase this quad or Hexacopter, some assembly is required. It comes in pieces, so you do need to put the motors on. If you have any questions about how to put those motors on to the motor arms and where they go and what direction they spin, because some are clockwise and some are counterclockwise, check out my video on YouTube on how to do that. You can also look in the instruction manuals. It shows them there too as well. So I was hoping this thing would be a little bit brighter, especially in the front. It does have 2 blue eyeballs, but not seeing those while flying. So like I said, it appears to be the easiest way to look at this thing at night is from underneath it, because when the lights are below it, it's not bright enough to shine, and since it is solid black, the lights do not penetrate through the quadcopter like some of the white ones do, where it almost acts clear at night. So you can see the orientation. So once you get your pitch going, then it becomes difficult to see what's going on with this thing. So flying good, handling well. I just spring loaded the left stick on it, so that'll prevent having to fidget with the throttle during the flight. That seemed to be a problem that I was having consistently without spring loading that stick. And you can spring load both the right and the left because the controller is designed to be universal for left and right-handed flyers. So it works for me as a benefit because I like the throttle on these to be spring loaded, especially if there's some throttle dropout or some drifting down, or if I got my one of my cameras on there. We'll go ahead and flip again. So this has got a one button flip. It just appears to be doing the front flip. It's not like the other quadcopters where if you hold in a direction like right or left, it'll dictate which way this quadcopter is going to flip. So you only got one option, and that's just to do front or back flip. See if we get it to do a back flip here. Flips will drain the battery pretty quick. This does have a bigger battery than most minis, because we got double the motors, so we're able to do a backflip there. So it looks like we got two axes able to flip. Now we can go into the high-speed mode. Well, something just happened to my controls here. My controls just reversed on me. So I'm gonna need to bring it in for a landing. Something happened. I pushed one of the buttons in the dark thinking it was the speed mode, and actually it ended up changing my stick mode. So you get to mode 2. So we'll go ahead and hand launch it. Looks like we're back in the correct mode, correct speed. We'll try to go into the high mode. So we'll do a hand launch with this thing. You want to be a little bit careful when you do that, since this thing does have 6 props, and the props are small, but they can still hurt you. And so this is my mode, is mode 2. It was going into mode 4, so I was hitting the wrong button there. So as you can see, when it's in this angle here, a little tough to see right above you, or looking straight up at it, easier to see. So I don't think this is going to make a very good nighttime flyer, not like some of the other ones that, you know, have the bright shining lights and you can definitely tell your orientation, since it is, you know, more of a stealthier looking hexacopter. Since it is blacked out, it really just doesn't shine through to give you the ability to tell what your orientation is. So not bad. Overall, handles great. Definitely fun to fly during the day. In the day it is a little bit tough too with the orientation as well, because the lights are faint, and since it is, you know, completely black, it's a little bit difficult to tell what your orientation is during the daytime. I'm sure I could probably paint the props. It would probably help out. And so just spring-loaded the left stick again for my throttle. Appears to be flying fine. If you do accidentally hit that button and your controls flip-flop on you, it's just the mode. You just need to re-switch on the mode in order to get it back into mode 2 if that's what you're used to, in order to have the sticks correct when you're flying. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it in for a landing. Just add a little bit of a throttle drop out there. So we'll go ahead and do a hand landing. So this is the MJX X600 Hexacopter night flight. First one with it, testing it out, seeing how it looked. Looks to be a little bit difficult to see at night, so it probably won't make the best night flyer, but still fun for the day, and it can lift, you know, a run cam, so that's a big plus for this little mini, especially for the price. So this video helped you out in any way, definitely leave a like. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. More upcoming videos in the future.